Okay, before I even do the intro to this video, I just have to share how absolutely dumbfounded I am. Because I made notes on what I wanted to do for this video. And one of the things I want to talk about is clarifying sort of my goals and things like that. And so because of that, I was like, oh, you know what? I should go count like how many bags I actually bought last year, just so I can kind of draw, not a parallel, but you know, to sort of show why, one of the reasons why anyway, I just counted and I'm absolutely stunned. Yeah, wow. And I guess I just wanted to catch my genuine reaction on film. Yeah, that was kind of eye-opening. Hey friends, welcome back to the channel and welcome to the first check-in of 2024 for my low buy / no buy year, my January check-in. So I am filming this on Saturday, February 3rd, I think. Yeah, 3rd. And so please don't forget, this is a collaboration with Melissa Adams Wade. I will have her channel and her check-in video linked below. We've kind of agreed on our monthly check-in upload schedule. So just for those of you who are interested, we decided that we're going to upload the first Monday of after the end of the month. If you have no idea what I am talking about at all, I will have linked up above the sort of introduction to my low buy, no buy year. But in a nutshell, I am doing in general a no buy in the majority of categories that I typically would buy in. So clothing, shoes, makeup, skincare, not handbags, excuse me, small leather goods, accessories, that includes jewelry, any accessory thing wise. And then I'm doing a low buy year for handbags. And I am allowing myself up to 4 new handbags in the year of 2024. So that's what I'm doing. If you are interested in hearing how January went, then keep on watching. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about before I sort of get into how my month was is maybe a little bit of clarification, and some of this came from some comments that some of you left on the sort of 2 introductory videos that I did, as well as a video that Deb from Wild Unfiltered did recently talking about, you know, doing low buys, doing no buys, and how it sort of kind of seems to me kind of a buzzword around, at least in the luxury community, which is kind of interesting to have a decent number of luxury content creators talking about doing a low buy or no buy year and what that means. And Deb talked in her video, and I will have her video linked below, but she talked in her video about why she didn't think that she could do such a thing, and you know, talking about why different people do them, etc. And so I think maybe, you know, some people might have been a little confused as to kind of my motivation for doing it. And I don't know that I have like a super concrete, like, this is why I'm doing it. I'm doing it to save, you know, X number, thousands of dollars or something. I'm not really doing it for a money saving purpose. I'm doing it because I would like to bring fewer things into my life, and in addition to that, sort of build up the bag fund that I, you know, sort of keep in a separate account, because that, as I mentioned in that video, has gotten sort of below a threshold that I am comfortable with. So I will be doing a vlog sale in February, so definitely stay tuned for that. Make sure that you are subscribed and you've got your notification bell turned on so you know when I have that vlog sale. But like I said, I wanted to reduce the number of things that I brought into my life, or I bring into my life. And somebody made a comment about, well, 4 handbags, that's ridiculous. You shouldn't be buying any. Okay, well, first of all, these are my rules. Okay, so I don't think anybody should judge anybody about their rules and what they're trying to accomplish. Just because the way I am doing a low buy or a no buy isn't the same as what you might do or what you've seen another creator do doesn't make what I'm doing wrong. It's the rules that I am setting for myself, and the ones that I feel, one, are beneficial to me and will help me with some of the things that I'm trying to accomplish, and 2, are maintainable, are things that I can be successful in doing. Okay, so in talking about that, like I said, in trying to bring in fewer things in my life, I love handbags, and they're still something that give me a lot of joy, and I still want to add to my collection. There are I don't want to say there are holes in my collection. There certainly aren't probably any holes in my collection, but I like especially seasonal bags. And I have, because I sort of have my bases covered, right, with the basics, there are just fun bags out there. There are beautiful things, as I like to call them, that I want and that will make me happy to add into my life. That being said, I don't want to do it at the pace at which I did it, especially in 2023. And that's where I am dumbfounded. I had no idea how many bags I purchased in 2023. And I started to count, and I thought I had a full count, and then I was like, oh crap, I forgot that I had put some things in a drawer in Hannah's room that was empty, of things that I want to sell, to go into that vlog sale. And I was like, oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, there's that bag. And then all of a sudden, I don't even know, but I had some bags like behind me that weren't with the other bags on my shelf. And I was like, so I started the count over again. And I bought 20 handbags in 2023. That's more than 1 per month. That's almost 2 bags per month. That's crazy. Now, in all fairness, 3 of them, like I said, you have not seen. So, but I did count those 3 in what I've purchased in 2023 because that's when I purchased them. So you will be seeing, like I said in my first videos, you will see those unboxings, and I will make sure in those unboxings that that this is, this is 1 of the 3, this is 2 of the 3, this is 3 of the 3 of the bags that I bought in like end of October, but mostly November and December, before I started this low buy, no buy. But I was shocked. That first clip that you saw before I started the actual video was literally, genuinely what my reaction was. I had everything set up to start filming, and I was like looking at my notes before starting, and I was like, oh, I forgot, I need to go count those bags. And so I went into my closet and I started counting, and I literally just sort of like walked back to this chair in a daze because I had no idea that I bought that much. But that still is like, that number to me is honestly ridiculous, because I'm not a collector. I am somebody who loves beautiful things, which generally includes luxury handbags, and I buy them to use them. And we will get to how I felt when I unpacked all of my bags and put them up on the shelves, and we'll get to that in the end. So definitely stay tuned, because I think that's kind of plays into what I just said to you about buying 20 bags. Now I'm kind of understanding maybe a little bit better why I felt the way I felt. when I unpacked my bags. But anyway, so hopefully you can see now why only buying for up to 4 handbags in 2024 is a drastic reduction from the 20 bags that I bought in 2023. Anyway, those, like I said, I just kind of wanted to clarify, it's not really to save it's because I probably do have a shopping, I guess I'll say it, I probably do have a shopping addiction, especially when it comes to like clothing, and you'll kind of see that as I go through some things that tested me this month. But I can't be buying 20 luxury handbags a year. Like, that is not sustainable. I don't want to do that. Yeah. So anyway, with that, let's get into how January went. So let's talk about the positive things that happened in January as a result of this low buy / no buy year. And probably the biggest thing is that I had more time, right? I don't think I posted a single shopping vlog in January. I'd have to go back. I think the only vlog I posted was the sort of renovation, family time kind of sort of combination vlog that I did. And honestly, I think I only filmed twice out shopping, which I haven't even shown you guys. So normally I would go at least once, if not maybe twice a week, out to go film for shopping vlogs for you guys. So I didn't do that. And obviously lots of other things that I didn't do, other sort of shopping behaviors, right? Scrolling through websites, although I certainly did a lot of that. And like I said, we'll get to that when we get to the challenges part. But I did have more time, which was great because this month was super, super busy. It was very busy from a work perspective. I started getting a lot of new projects and work related things that I need to be focused on. And then in addition to that, the renovation was completed, which meant then, the movers came and brought our stuff out of storage, which meant unpacking and finding homes for things, and then decorating, which we're, still kind of in the process of doing. And so we're still kind of, we've got little tweaks here and there and things that are happening. So I promise to do a final reveal very soon. But yeah, I definitely had more time for, like I said, some of these things that honestly needed to get done anyway. So it was kind of a bonus, but definitely felt cathartic and helped me get through the month. Okay, so let's talk about the challenging times throughout the month. And I took notes on my phone. So I had like a dedicated page in my notes app for January check-in, just where I could, as I went through the month and things came to mind, or in this particular case, as challenges came about, I could note what they were. So I just printed those out from my notes app so I didn't have to rewrite everything, and thought I would go through some of these that I encountered. So the first one was when I went to Costco. And I'm not joking with you. I think that this was probably within the first few days of January, I think. So I was at the Costco. In fact, I think I was only getting just like a very few things. When you walk into the Costco that's nearest to me in Manhattan, you walk in and they always have some tables right sort of in the front. There's more stuff in the back, but there's always sort of like, 8 to 10 tables or so of clothing, sort of what's like the seasonal, not seasonal, but sort of what's popular, and maybe some of the stuff that's on special and whatever. And so I just did as I always do. I walked up to the tables, and there were some really super soft sweaters And I, was looking, oh, do I want gray? Do I want black? And I'm holding one up and I'm thinking, okay, what size? Do I want to go up a size so it's really super slouchy? Going through this whole conversation with myself in my head. I like literally, I'm having this conversation with myself. And all of a sudden I was like, Lisa, what are you doing? I had completely forgotten that this was a no-buy. This was a hard and fast, because this was certainly not the anniversary sale for Nordstrom. So other than that, I am not allowed to buy clothing. And I thought, it's interesting how when you are put in certain situations, it's like Pavlov's dog, right? So my point is, going into Costco for me is an automatic trigger, an automatic signal to look for clothing. It's cheap. Sometimes you can find, some great buys or whatever. And, if you need it, it's just sort of like things that you just pick up that you don't necessarily really need, but it's sort of like, oh, it's $15, whatever. So, just throw it in the cart. Yeah, I was amazed at how easily, and just like I said, without thinking, it absolutely was it was a habit. It was 100% a habit that I have built for going to Costco. I am Pavlov's dog. The second thing that happened, also very kind of a similar situation. Like, I think that I am just kind of ingrained to do this. So I was watching, probably one of the bazillion creators that made the, best of Amazon fashion for 2023. And I'm watching this video, and, of course, they've got all the links below in the description box. And I do what I always do. I click on that little down arrow and click on more, and all the links get revealed. And, they're showing things, and I'll click on it just to, also kind of get a better idea of what it looks like in Amazon. And I'm adding to cart. And I typically do this, and I typically watch these kind of videos late at night, right? So I'm in bed and I'm just doing that mindless kind of scrolling and watching these kind of videos. And I do a lot of late night shopping, a lot of Amazon orders placed probably between midnight and 2 a.m. So, like I said, I'm mindlessly just doing what I always do. Add to cart, go back to the video, keep watching, blah, blah, blah. Oh, that's cute. Click on that link. Oh, yeah, that is cute. What color do I want? Oh, I don't like the gray. Let's do the navy blue, whatever. Add to cart. And then I obviously got distracted. I moved to the next video or whatever it was, and I didn't go back to the Amazon cart. Next day, we need something, because we've done a lot of Amazon shopping for the house, and we needed nails or something. We were starting to hang pictures. And so I go, to the Amazon app, and I'm looking for the nails that we should order, and I add that to cart, and I go to the cart to check out, and there's 3 things in the cart. And I'm like, well, that's weird. I just the nails. And I'm like, oh my gosh, Lisa, you added these 2 things. I obviously forgotten about it. Thankfully, I did not purchase them. But it's that where I am clearly conditioned to do that. And so I guess that's sort of another goal of this no buy, low buy, is to kind of deprogram myself and break some of those connections that I have between, doing this leads to this. And I saw that a lot this month. I got 2 more sort of almost making bad decision encounters. The first was, I was coming back from Saks, actually. I was returning my denim pochette, and actually, my denim key pouch. And actually, I'll throw in a little extra one here, which is another, again, rationalization that I almost had, which was when I returned that. You remember, I bought that back in December. So that money was spent in December, and I almost rationalized to myself, Lisa, there's a perfume you really want. You could go get it at Saks, because you know, the credit that you're going to get on, you know, because I put it on my Saks card that I had already paid. I had already paid for this denim key pouch because by the time, you know, when it hit my account and I had already paid for it, whatever, it's like kind of free money. So it's almost like you have kind of a gift card or a merchandise credit. Like, is it really breaking the rules if you're using money from something that you already spent you know, when you could buy this item? Again, it's those kind of thoughts that I need to figure out and have conversations with myself and figure out why I'm feeling that way. So anyway, after I did that, and after I did not go buy the perfume, which was good, I was walking and I had seen a video the day before by Lisa D1. I'll have her channel linked below. And she was talking about this great pair of wide leg jeans from Zara. She was doing a whole Zara try on haul. And I was like, I want to go take a look at those jeans. And I was like, oh yeah, I'll just go try them on. Okay, well, first of all, Lisa, I do not need to be stepping foot into Zara. And so I tried them on. I think I actually tried on a couple things. I tried on a couple things and I really liked those, the denim wide leg pants. And I'm now in line. I am actually in line to check out. And if you've ever been to a Zara, you know when you're in the checkout line, you're right by the fragrances. And there's a ton, like this Zara, this is the one on Fifth Avenue, had a ton of fragrances. And so I'm looking, I'm spraying some in the air, and I found this one and I loved it. And it's, you know, $35. And I was like, I have it in my hand. I had it, you know, I'm holding that and I'm progressing through the line, and I'm like probably 3 from being the next in line. And one of the workers said, you know, if you're paying with a card, you can go do the self-checkout over there. And I kept myself from doing that. There was something in my brain that was like, Lisa, you don't go do that. Don't just wait in line. Just wait until you can check out with a person. And I think, like I said, that was my brain trying to, you know, say, Lisa, you're not supposed to be doing this. And, you know, and like I said, these were things were going through my head of, well, you know, so, I mean, you guys won't know if I buy this pair of jeans. You're not going to know if I bought this $35 bottle of fragrance. And I literally got to be the next person in line to check. I mean, like literally, I was standing there and the next person who was checking people out, when they said, you know, next customer, and I stood there and I said, Lisa, what are you doing? This is in complete violation of your no-buy things, right? There was no reason for me to be in Zara. And yet I walked in, and anyway, I just, but you'll be proud of me. I left the line. I mean, I had been standing in line for probably a good 20 minutes. Just battling in my head. Oh, well, they'll never know. Oh, what, just buy it. But I left the line and I put the fragrance away and I went and put the jeans back on the table that they were on and walked out the door. And Melissa and I have been checking in with each other throughout the month, and I told her about this and I was just like, I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I went through this exercise. Anyway, that one was surprising. So the last example of something that happened this month that I'm going to talk about is something that I've realized as a result of what happened in this situation. And so the situation is that I had a $5 credit, not credit. Like, you know, when you sign up at different stores and you like earn points and whatever, and so then you get here's a voucher for $10 off or $5 off or whatever. So I had a voucher for $5 off at American Eagle / Aerie. Now, you all know you can't buy a damn thing at either one of those places for $5. But I thought, well, first I started looking like at some hoodies or something, I don't know. And I thought, okay, that's really pushing it, Lisa. Like, yeah, no. And then I thought, well, I could probably justify underwear because like underwear is like a basic human right? I mean, like you could all use more underwear. You wash it, and after a while, you need to replace it. It's not, you know, like bras, you're supposed, I mean, which I never do, but you know, you're supposed to replace your bras like every 6 months or some ridiculous thing like that. But I thought, I had this $5, and it was literally expiring the next day, or maybe that day. And because I didn't even know I had it, and then I got an email saying, hey, don't forget, you've got this $5 credit that's expiring today. And I went through this whole exercise, and before I even left the house, I was like, Lisa. And again, I also thought about, you know, you guys wouldn't know if I bought, you know, it was like 6 pair of underwear for $30 or something, or $35. I don't know. It would have cost me basically $25, I think. So it must have been like 6 for $30 or something. And I would have gotten $5 off. It would have been $25 for me. And, you know, clearly I don't tell you guys if I buy new underwear. It's not like I reveal underwear on my channel. And I was like, no, Lisa, you do not need new underwear. Okay, if you need new underwear, in other words, your underwear is starting to get frayed, and you know it's time to pitch the underwear, and you need to refresh your underwear wardrobe, then that would be an exemption because it's something I need, right? I can't replace it with something else in my wardrobe or closet. You know, I could do that, but this is not that situation. And this is what I realized. When I am presented with something that is a good deal in this situation where I have this $5 credit that's going to expire, oh my gosh, like the world will come to an end if you don't use that $5 credit, right? But that's exactly why they do it, right? They entice you with this, oh yeah, you earned, you know, $10. But the fact that I can't let it go to waste, that's ridiculous. I mean, I understand that you don't want, I don't want my $700 and whatever dollar credit that I have at Le Bon Marché /24S. I don't want that go to waste, okay? That's a lot of money. And certainly I could find items within that amount of money so that I wouldn't even have to spend over that. So it would essentially be free. But $5? Like, I'm not gonna miss that. But it set off a psychological part of my brain that instantaneously went to, well, I have to go spend it. It's gonna expire today. I need to take advantage of it. And that was a huge realization to me during this month, is I am very easily influenced by deals or things that, you know, there's a date attached, like you're gonna miss out if you don't do it today is the last day or whatever. And I'm aware of that now. And that was a huge aha moment for me in January. Okay, the last thing I want to talk about here is, before I, you know, wrap up, is what happened and what's kind of been going on since I unpacked all of my bags. So, you know, when we got all of our things out of storage and when I was able to get the couple of, you know, storage containers, bins that I had packed, my original bags that I brought to New York with me, right? So the movers came and moved all that stuff out of storage. So at the same time as I was unpacking those bags, I also unpacked the bags that I had basically had in storage, but in the apartment. And I put them all on the shelves, and they were all in their dust bags. So you would have thought that the very first thing I would have wanted to do after I got all of my bags back and was able to take all of the other bags that were basically in storage here, to unpack those and get them set up and put them where I wanted in this beautiful, you know, very aesthetic orientation on their shelves. And I didn't. In fact, they were the last things that I unpacked. So I unpacked all the wardrobes, I unpacked and set up my makeup desk. In fact, you'll see a video of that. I just for some reason, I just didn't want to do it. And so I finally unpacked them and I put them all on the shelves. You know, I had the two sections that were totally empty, and I took them out of the boxes, left them all in their dust bags. They didn't need to be in their dust bags, but I took them all out, left them in their dust bags, and just like lined them up on the shelves. No random, there was no rhyme or reason or order or whatever. I just put them, you know, sort of on shelves where they fit, right, with handles and things, and they just sat there for probably a good, at least week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. And again, I don't know, I didn't know what it was. I think maybe I know now, but I'm still thinking about it. But they just sat there, and I kept thinking to myself, Lisa, why are you not doing this? Like, this is your thing. Like it's not my identity, but it's like, this is what I've been waiting for, right? To set this all up. You know, you guys have been waiting to see what, anyway. And so I thought, okay, just take them all at least out of their dust bags. So I did that. So now they're all sitting on the shelves in the exact same manner that they were out of their dust bags. And I even find myself, I'm so now conditioned to putting bags in dust bags that when I use a bag and I go to put it away, I immediately start putting it in its dust bag again. And I'm like, Lisa, no, we're storing the dust bags in the bags now. You're not putting the bag in the dust bag, you're putting the dust bag in the bag. Anyway, so it is now, like I said, February 3rd, and I still have not organized my bags. And I don't know why that is, but I can tell you that I'm really, really overwhelmed by what I see. Part of it is, I think a little bit of it is that I'm overwhelmed by, I'm not sure how I want to organize them. But I think that's a very superficial thing. And after counting the number of bags that I bought in 2023, I'm maybe understanding it a little more. But I am really overwhelmed with the number of bags I have. And I know that I don't have nearly as many bags as, you know, other creators do, or probably even maybe than some of you do. It's just, I need to think about it more, because I don't know if I feel bad. Like I said, now seeing all of it, you know, sort of really seeing, I mean, I guess I don't know how many bags, you know, I should go through and count how many bags I had before we moved. Maybe I'm overwhelmed because I mean, I bet you guys that I have at least doubled the number of handbags that I had in my collection in 1 year. That's crazy. I mean, and I'm not even talking about it from a monetary standpoint. From a monetary standpoint, it's crazy too. But just from a sheer volume. And I think part of that is part of the issue for me, is which is another reason why I am gonna do a vlog sale. There are bags that I had already spoken about, you know, that I'm not using, and that I just, you know, need to find homes where they're gonna be used. But I don't think that my brain can function, not function, but I'm just really, really overwhelmed, like I said, with the choices. And I think that's where I am also in like my clothing and things. And you'll see this when you see some of these decluttering videos. And I anticipate that I will do even more. And again, I am not going to become a minimalist, guys. This is not where this channel is going, and this is not where my life is going. I am not going to be one of those people who have 30 items of clothing in their entire wardrobe and that's it. Like, I want choices. I want options. I don't think there need to be extraneous things that for some reason when I see it, I think it's beautiful and oh, I should buy that. And then I literally never wear it because it's not my style, but I just still think it's beautiful. And I think it's something that I should buy because, well, other people buy this item and it looks really good on them. So you should buy it so you can wear it too, but it's not my style. So why are you buying it? I'm not talking about those things, but I do like to have options when I'm getting dressed. So I'm not going to be one of those people. But yeah, it's been really interesting to me this month, like I said, going into my closet and looking at all of those bags and just feeling really overwhelmed and not wanting to organize them. Yeah, I don't know. It's something that I'm still pondering on. If any of you have any great thoughts on why you think I'm struggling with this, because like I said, I've been waiting. You guys, we've lived here for now a year. And so, you know, from the time we put our house on the market, when all this stuff went into storage to begin with, you know, it's been August of 2022. Since August of 2022, because I had started my channel in August of 2022, I've been waiting to do this and have it look beautiful and amazing and you know, like a boutique kind of thing. And yeah, I'm struggling with this over here. So yeah, if you have any words of wisdom or any thoughts on why you think I'm having a hard time with this, I would welcome. Please be kind. Please be respectful. But if you have any thoughts, I would love to hear them. So that's it, my friends. That is the end of my check-in. I apologize that it probably went on longer than maybe it needed to, but hopefully, you know, the next months as we go along will be, you know, a little less rambling and a little more succinct and whatnot. But I think I learned a lot this month, so I think it was good. I know a lot of you are on no buys as well, so please, you know, let me know how you're doing or how you did during the month of January. I know some of you have already indicated in comments like, yeah, I already blew it. You know, I already bought this and I wasn't supposed to. And it's okay. You know, it's like when anything, you can just restart. Just, it's a stumble, you get back up and you start again. So just give yourself some grace and try again. But if you enjoyed this video, I would love it if you would give it a thumbs up. It does help the algorithm. And if you haven't subscribed, I would love to have you here. So click the subscribe button down below. There is no cost to you. It is free to subscribe to anyone's channel on YouTube, but it does help us out a lot as creators. And if you haven't had enough of me yet, I will pop another video up here for you to watch. And wherever you are, I hope you are having an amazing day or evening, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.